here, let's do some chair yoga. This will be a seated session only, a little bit of everything. Mainly, I'm thinking some flowy stuff, so I'll call it like a chair vinyasa. First and foremost, make sure you don't do anything that feels too much, that doesn't hurt and all that stuff. So take good care of yourself. It's meant to feel good, what we're doing, okay? So let's start by placing the feet hip widths apart, let them ground a little bit. See if you're going to relax your toes. And I've said this before, if you can do your chair yoga without shoes, definitely, and even without socks if you're warm enough, so you really feel your feet in the ground. It's better to move through them that way, if it works for you. Anyhow, so spread the toes a little bit wide and feel the four corners of your feet, maybe rocking them a little bit side to side. And then let's come to upright position. You can close your eyes at this point. We're going to tune into the breath. So you're sitting away from your backrest. Make sure your chair doesn't have any arm rests, because that would be in your way. So just a simple, steady, sort of sturdy chair. Good. So close your eyes and maybe sighing out a little bit, just landing in your seat, landing in your spot right now. Come to a full Dirga breath, belly, rib cage, and chest expanding as you breathe in. And when you exhale, it sinks in. So your Dirga breath. And if you know the Ujjayi breath, do that as well. Add that ocean sounding breath to it. Allows you to become grounded a little quicker, centered in the moment, and tuning into your breath. And slowly open your eyes. We'll begin some gentle movements, some shoulder rolls. We're going to synchronize most of these movements that we do in this session, synchronize them with our breath. So you're moving on your breath. This will be an inhale when you roll your shoulders forward and up, and exhale as you roll them back and down. Inhale, forward and up, and exhale back and down. Do that a few more times. And I usually favor rolling the shoulders backwards like this, forward, up, and back and down, because it helps us get a better posture rather than rolling them forward and getting a little, slumped over. So rolling back is a little more ideal, even if, rolling in both directions can help lubricate the shoulder joints. Okay. So after we've done these simultaneously, both shoulders, we're going to paddle instead, lifting the right up, forward, up, and back and down still, and then the left, forward, up, and back and down. And we can make this a little bit bigger gradually if it works for you. I'm going to actually scooch forward on my chair so it's a little easier to feel like I have more space. So now I'm starting to lift the elbow up, and I'm kind of hiking the rib cage up on the alternating sides. Good. And now when we go into almost like a full circle or full extension in a circle with the arms, see if you can look at your hand as you're doing this circle. Big motion, only to your comfort level. Maybe a few more times. Nice open chest, reaching up tall, and still grounded feet. All right, we'll do one more. Good. And we'll do a sun breath. So first a simple sun breath where the arms are going up on the inhale, exhale. This could be a great morning session, but really any time of the day. So exhale when you bring the arms down, reaching out, embracing, receiving energy, and maybe letting go or just expanding yourself. Now we're going to add our little choreography to create a sun salutation with a bit of a leg movement. So exhale and extend your right leg forward as you fold flat back, and then inhale up. Return the leg on your exhale and the arms go down. I'm going to turn the other direction. So this is left leg now. Inhale, arms going up. When you exhale, flow forward, flat back, press the shoulder blades together. Inhale up, leg returns. Great, and again, inhale, and extend the leg. Inhale up, and breathe out. And enjoy your breath. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, this is the left leg. Inhale up, and exhale. I have one video where I'm just teaching this in a little sequence. We'll do it one more time on each side, but if you feel I'm moving too fast now, you can check that video out. Last time, left side, inhale up, and exhale, fold. And inhale, come up, and return with that leg. Good. So now we'll go a little bit into the lower back or the whole back, but mainly focusing, finding this movement in the lower back. So we'll do some cat and dogs. Put your hands on your thighs or knees somewhere, and then scoop out your back, arching your back, and exhale round and pull your belly button in. Inhale, scoop out, and exhale round. Inhale, scoop out your back. And you're gazing up just to your comfort level, like if you can, lift your head up. This could be very small. It could be a nice, small rocking motion, or it could be bigger, depending on where you're at. And certainly starting smaller and then making it bigger. So I'll take a couple of more, make them just as big as you can right now. Following your breath, and come to neutral. I'll do a couple of variations here also for the back. So if you're doing an exhaling, pretend you're diving down underwater. And then when you're coming up for air, inhale, scooping out your back. So we're going to undulate the spine, diving down, exhale, inhale, come up. And again, this motion can be fairly small. You're looking for finding that it feels fluid, it feels soft, you're warming up your body. It should feel good what you're doing, and then gradually maybe they are a little bit bigger. I'll do one more, diving down, exhale, inhale, coming up. Another variation is starting with a flat back, going forward, flat back, pull in your belly button and round up. Good, let's do a few of those. Flat back forward and rounding up. You get a chance to stretch your neck, especially as you're rolling up. You can even slow it down if you find a yummy spot. I'll do one more. Good. And then come back up. Right. So, when you do this video a bunch of times, you'll just pick and go right into where you want those motions to be. Maybe you'll favor the flat back, or maybe you just do the rounding and arching, sort of more simple. Let's do the shoulder joints a little bit more. We're going to start by drawing an 8. You have your left arm here on the side, knees are pointing forward. If you have something going on with your shoulder, even a frozen shoulder or some kind of tightness or stiffness, you can do it very small. And maybe this will help you gradually over time regain. You just look for something that's fluid and nice. So you're regaining, range of motion. Now we're going to make it bigger and bigger if you like it, if it works. I'm widening my stance with the legs because I'm going to take out this curve just as much as I feel like it. Big, huge 8. And I'm even twisting a little bit, as you can see. Rocking over the feet. Good. And then bring the arm into a little smaller 8. Bring your legs back. So you're looking for something really friction-free. Shouldn't feel like it's pinching or grinding in the joint. Do the other side. Good. I'm on my right arm now. A little 8. And one arm can be easier than the other. Just be patient with yourself. let this be a little bit fun. Actually, if you do these really big ones, there's some core engagement here as well. There's some hip rotations and twists, so a little more full body. You can even let the other arm dance with you. You're free to flow and dance. Good, and we'll make it a little smaller again. Bring the legs back into neutral. Good. Roll your shoulders back for a moment. Close your eyes and just notice your pulse slowing down, maybe your breath slowing down after those bigger movements. Notice your belly, rib cage, and chest expanding as you breathe in. Relax. Good, and slowly open your eyes. Let's walk the feet wide now. We're gonna rock from side to side. I like to hold on to the backrest here to feel that I'm a little bit isolating the upper body and getting the rotation in the hips. Also, enjoy, if you can, rolling over your feet, kind of getting a little bit of different press points in the feet, ankles moving. You can even roll up on the top of the foot if that feels good, as long as you don't cramp there. It's a classic cramp to have a pointed foot and to get that cramp in the calf or the foot. Let's turn it into a spinal twist. Go over to your right side. Continue to pivot around. So you have a spinal twist, okay? Deep breaths and focus mainly on lifting up tall through the spine, up through the top of your head. And you don't have to worry about going to the deepest. The upliftedness is the key point number one, that you're lifting up and finding a comfortable twist, so you're not grinding on your discs, you're really uplifted and it feels nice and easy to rotate into that twist. Slowly come back. Good. And we'll do the other direction. I didn't mention it on the other side, but what's nice to do also is when you're turning, you're rotating your body in this direction, turn your eyes in the same direction. So you're getting a little bit of an eye stretch. So next time you do the video, do it on both sides. Just remember that. Twisting into the spine and then turning your head and also turning your eyes in that direction. Continuing and slowly release, coming back. Now we have another little sequence which I call a flowing warrior. We're going to use the chair, staying seated the whole time, and we're going to start. It actually may start here, leg hanging straight down. You'll check in right now if it feels if this is an intense stretch for the front of your hip. You might not send the leg back, but gradually your journey will be to send that leg back so it looks more like a warrior, however, seated. And if you lean forward, you'll be able to send that leg back with a little more ease, okay? And then kind of rising back up again without feeling that there's uncomfortable compression in your lower back. So hold here for one moment and figure out where is your range of motion, where are you comfortable right now. Right hand on the backrest, left arm forward. Inhale, breathe that arm up. Exhale and flow that arm back to the center there. Inhale, open up to the side, square off your chest here. Exhale, return arm to pointing forward. Inhale, up. And exhale, return the arm. So the inhales are the open and up. And the exhale is arm just returning to that front point. Inhale. That back bend that's happening right there, you have to watch your lower back and watch that your front of the hip, the psoas, and that is still stretching in a nice way for you. We'll do a few more. Inhale up. And exhale forward. Inhale, open. And exhale, return. We'll bring the arm up and hold it here. Now this could be done, if you're more comfortable with the arm out to the side, do that instead. But we're going to continue to let the arm drift in a big open motion back down towards hand to small of your back. So I lean forward and then snake the back of my hand to the small of my back or sacrum. And then you're lifting back up again. Exaggerate as best as you can. A super nice posture, a little bit maybe exaggerated, but that you still can manage to breathe. Some nice slow breaths here. To release the hand, lean forward. Make it easy for yourself and let that leg come back. We'll slowly transition over to the other side. Leg hanging down to begin with, femur just straight down vertically, or lean forward, send the leg back to where you feel you can do it. Also, don't sit too far back in the seat because then this thigh will kind of have to deal with the hard edge of the chair. So be on the front edge. With this kind of stance, most likely, most chairs I think would be really stable. Just get to know your chair, how weight distribution affects the steadiness of your chair. And inhale, arm up, and exhale forward. Breathing in, square off your chest, exhale, return. Inhale up. This should feel just nice and good. And anything that I do can be much smaller. It can be inhale, just here, exhale, inhale, just soft and fluid. Everything should feel good. If you're offering up more than you have, if you're trying to give more than you have, it will be, constricted and painful maybe even, but it won't, what you're giving out won't feel like you're giving it freely. Just let it be what you have and no more. But gradually, you might gain some ground in that range of motion and how you're comfortable. All right. So arm up or to the side and continue to let the arm drift back. Lean forward about there. Put your hand in your back and come up to the stance. Good. So when you do this, if you're graduating to sort of feeling like, I want to do a little bit more, what could be happening here is that you're actually standing up out of the chair by putting your hand on the corner of the chair and lifting up out of the chair. But I wasn't planning to do that here. But if you do this video repeatedly, you might get to feeling steady enough and that you would love to do that. All right, so we were here, we're coming out. Let the hand come out, let the leg come back. Excellent. All right, so we've opened up the hips, we've opened up the shoulders, we've loosened up the back. Why don't we see what we got if we do some circling around in the thoracic spine, rib cage moving, switch direction. Good. And if you watch my head now, you'll see that my head is going in the opposite direction of where my rib cage is going. So you can play with that a little bit. Nice relaxed neck, and swirling around, and then spiral in to center. Good. And if it's too tricky with the head, just do the rib cage. Good. Close your eyes. Sigh it out. Take a deep breath in and make an audible sigh. One of just letting go of anything that doesn't serve you, like one of those big ones. And then you can do that one more time if you like. And then top that off with a delightful, sweet sigh of like, oh, this is just lovely. Like that. Yeah. And keep the eyes closed. Notice your heartbeat. Notice your breath. Notice any, tingling, or, if you're even tired from some of the things you've done, or if you're feeling just warm or more stretched out, more open. You can even notice how you're feeling right now. While you're present in the moment, notice. Great. Allow yourself to become grounded through your feet or through your root chakra, connecting with Earth, Mother Earth. Take a moment to offer up your love and gratitude to our planet. Maybe you'll even paint a little bit on that image inside your mind of your beautiful planet, healthy, peaceful, vibrant for ecosystems and societies and all those things. Make it really beautiful. Smile and feel joy. And then lift that image up into your heart center. And from here also, we're going to send out some more, our own positive personal intentions. So take a moment to formulate your prayers, your wishes, your dedications, your forgivenesses, your gratitudes, whatever comes to mind. And we'll finish this session by chanting 3 Oms and 3 Shantis for peace and sending out our good intentions. Breathing in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And letting go, trusting in the universe for some guidance and some help. Let's bring our palms together in front of our hearts and gently bow to honor ourselves as human and divine, and to honor the divine all around us in all living, all past, and in the whole of our creation. May our heart know peace, and may our whole planet know peace. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And when you feel ready, you can open up and have a great day or evening if this is your evening. I wish you well, I wish you peace, and if you enjoy this practice, please like, subscribe if you haven't, and look for more chair yoga classes, and use this class and maybe elaborate on it, like make it a little more, make you see there's so much room for starting out really gentle to make it bigger and bigger, and maybe a little more sort of vigorous if you like that. So take care, peace, Jai Bhagwan.